Hello everybody, welcome back to the Big Bad Bench. My name is John, aka Big Bad Biologist, and today, sorry about this flickering, we are going to be working on a CRT. This guy right here, actually a combination of this guy and a different guy. I'm going to show you the insides of this and my LC2 and show you the video capture awesomeness. It's actually not awesome, it's very mediocre, that the Macintosh LCII can do using a SuperMac Video Spigot. And then, yeah, it'll be fun. So let me show you this real quick. Before we break anything, I'll show you my LC2 video capture. And I apologize for the flickering. III DIY will get on my case for not doing this properly. He instructed me how to make it so that I could fine-tune the flicker, and I messed it up. Oh, and now we're not playing our DVD. Oh, come on. Let's do a full-on stop and a full-on play. Come on, DVD. There we go. All right, let's hear some sound, too. Look at that. We can zoom it or scale it a little. So many frames. Such frames. There you go. So many fewer frames right now. Alright, so let's stop this. I don't think I'm gonna get copyright stricken for showing the intro to DBZ, but who the heck knows. Alright, and then we get this awesome hissing sound. That's great. Tens of frames, Eric says. Alright, so let's shut this mess down. Let's shut off our system. Oh, so actually, before I shut this down, it's like there's a vertical wipe between still images. Yeah, almost. And again, IIY, it's going to yell at me because I'm doing this so poorly. Let me show you this system, what we're working with here. So this is System 701 on a Macintosh. This is technically an LC2. I don't know why it's saying LC. Probably because I made a little bit of a mod to it. So you can see we've got 8 megs of RAM, which you can technically run 10 in these, but you have to waste 2 megs. So I only run 8 in my LC2s. This one has a math coprocessor in it. What else is there to show you? Oh, let's go to, so obviously this has a blue SCSI in it. Obviously, if you're doing vintage Mac stuff, you better have a blue SCSI in your system. Let's go to our extensions here and show you. So getting video spigots to work can be a bit of a chore. I've only been able to get System 701 to work with mine. So this is version 1.0 of the extension. And I tried several versions of QuickTime. I think I currently have QuickTime 1.6.1. Yeah, this is QuickTime 1.6.1. You need QuickTime in order for the spigot to work. And I got 1.6.1 will work. 1.0 will also work. I think 1.5 gave me problems. It's very, very picky. This is the fastest system that I can get this thing to work on because my LC3, which would be a much faster system, or LC475, they can't boot System 701. So that's what we're left with. Okay. Let's shut this down so we can stop flickering. All right. All right. Let's go back to here. All right, let me say hi. Hello, we got 25 people already? Holy crap. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's, who all is here? What do we got? We got Dave's Vintage Apple Tech was here and he left. Heck with you, Dave. Trina's Techno Babbles here. Eric Helgeson is here. Garth Beagle, Ian Scott, Gut Bomb. Mac 84 is here. Garth Beagle's here. He likes my gloves. Gut Bomb likes my hat. Yes, if you need a hat like this, Gut Bomb, you can put the link in the chat for your wife's awesome hats. And we're wrapping our monitor cable around things. Oh God. Oh, what is happening here? So, this is another example. Nobody should actually watch my channel. What the heck are you doing here? Who else is here? III DIY is here. Yes, he likes my gloves. I'm wearing gloves because we're going to work on a CRT. Eric, Jack 68K, Rudy's Retro Intel, Ian Scott. I forget if I said hi to you, but I'll say hi to you again, even if I didn't. Looking forward to seeing Ian Scott next week at VCF East. This computer will be at VCF East, which is why I'm trying to finish it. This is Jack 68K, Eric's Edge. Mac 84 asks if I want a smelly portable 1985 VCR. No, I do not. Jamie's Hack Shack, Zodium. Hello, Zodium. Welcome. Am I missing anyone? Mr. Tech Gadget. Hello. Bacchus is here. Hello. I80386SX is here. Hello, Jesse. Everything is broken. Garage Ryan. Hello. All right, I think I got everyone. Oh, man. Okay, so let's set this monitor aside. Let me show you the insidey bits of this LC2. Gotta love working on an LC2. Oh, I got dirty monitor all over my nice restored LC2. So obviously this thing's been recapped. Both the logic board and the power supply. This currently has one of my illegal Temu green blue scuzzies. This is the SuperMac Video Spigot for LCs from 1991. How epic is that? So you can see here, the main mod is adding a math coprocessor slot. The holes were already on the PCB for these. You just suck out the old solder a socket on there, and the math coprocessor works. The people that might be paying a little bit closer attention should realize that there's actually normally 2 crystals on an LC2. Let's see if I have one of those around here. Yeah, okay, got another one. Bacchus asks, how many of these did I make? I made 10 of these, and they're in assorted systems. I don't have a label maker. That's how I label things. Okay, so actually, I don't know if we'll be able to see this. So yeah, you can see here, this is a 25.175 megahertz clock. This one's a 31 megahertz clock. And so what you can do is get rid of the 25 megahertz clock and run a little jumper wire over to the clock signal on the other crystal. And now that overclocks like some of the video, and I think it increases the speed of the RAM. Basically, the issue with the LC2 is this 68030 is a nice little processor. It's a 32-bit processor, but they've restricted it down to 16-bit, and so that really hurts it. That's why the LC3 is a much nicer system. Same cool compact form factor, but it's a full fat 32 megahertz. And so there we go. This thing I restored a long time ago. It's been cranking ever since. Nice little LC2. Oh man, we're gonna run out of space today. I have too many things. I'm trying to get ready for VCF East. We got wires all over the place. This feels like a Steve stream. Let's get rid. Bacchus says, wait, so just remove the 25 megahertz, jack in the 33, and now everything's on 33. Yeah, I mean, it's technically 31.3, something like that, but yeah. So yeah, that's all you have to do. I think it's kind of artificially to make it even worse, at least in my opinion, because they're trying to differentiate between the LC series and the regular Mac 2 stuff. And obviously the regular Mac 2 was quite the price premium. You know, so what were these, like $1,200 to $1,400, and the Mac 2 was like $8,000 to $9,000, something like that. And so they had to justify having that big of a difference. Oh yeah, behind me, I'm working on my 486 that's going to VCF East, which also has a blue SCSI in it. My main drive that will be at VCF East will be a blue SCSI in that system. So yeah. Ooh. Okay. Need a 2-degree slant so that everything falls on the floor. I did so much work leveling the BigBadBench when I got it. So I bought this bench a while ago. I actually got 2 of them. They're ESD safe workbenches that I found used. Really cool. Okay. So let me show you what we're working with here. So this Color Plus 14-inch. Obviously, you saw earlier that these monitors are terrible. It's actually quite yellow. Gut Bomb gave me this one. A couple weeks ago, I got a little 9-inch CRT that I want to play with, and someone gave me another one. And so this one I've retrobrighted. This one looks really good. This one looks not so good. But there's not a ton of information about these monitors out there. There is one video. Oh shoot, I meant to look the guy's name up again before the stream. I think the channel is called Repair It Until It's Broken. And so I don't know traditional issues. He found 2 bad caps in here in his, and so that's what we're gonna take a look at. Nice. 1-bit is preparing demo apps for Phoenix Retro systems. Very cool. Okay, so these monitors are pretty easy to take apart. And again, don't do this because you shouldn't go inside of CRTs. You will likely die. You'll notice that the bases tend to be much more yellow than the monitor. Just again to show you the post retrobright versus the original. The base for the other monitor is still in the retrobright. It was much yellower, so it's still in there. Plus it's early in the season for retrobrighting in New England, so it's going to need some more time. I80386SX is planning on being a VCF Midwest. Very cool. I hope to be there. We will see. Yes, nobody should ever do what you see me do on this channel. Nobody should probably watch my channel. Just stop. Just everyone stop. So there's 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have shocked myself from a CRT. It was just my little composite 9-inch or whatever it is from the Apple IIc, and it hurt a lot. So yeah, just be really careful. There is a little tab right here. It looks like somebody's already maybe been in this one. And then I think there's another little tab up front. Yeah, there's a little tab right there. Oh, no, actually, you didn't need to take that one off. That is for the other thing. Yeah, that's for the other thing. So what do we got in here? We got some soot. This thing has seen some use. Set you aside. It doesn't look that bad. My other one was actually a little bit dirtier, but I don't see any major issues inside of this one. I was hoping to see like very obvious cap leakage so that I could preemptively replace it on my other ones. Hey, all things DG, how's it going? All right, so let's discharge this. I've never done this live on stream, so this will be fun. So this is my discharger I've made. I have it go to ground and to chassis. Nice. Doing good work, all things DG. Okay. Here we go. Come on. Okay. We got no zap. So that's nice. Get rid of this guy. Yeah, let's keep a ground around here just in case. In case we need a ground. Okay, so then let's get a little razor blade. Cut some of this. Just a little slice. And we can put a little isopropanol on there so our no, so this is my my discharger. I have a piece of wire that's exposed in the middle of the screwdriver. Goes to a crock lead that goes to the ground around the system. The rest of the wire goes into the earth ground. Discharge it somewhere else. Be very gentle about taking off that. Gonna take off this ground. Gonna take off this ground. So with working on these, there's so many grounds. When you put everything back together, it's really important to make sure that you get all of your grounds back to where they need to go. It can cause lots of issues. Okay, so I think the other thing that needs to come off is, I think What do we got? Oh yeah, the whatchamadoodle, the degaussing coil. That one has a plug that's this brown right here. Unplug that guy. There's another ground up here. There. Okay. Oh, there's another ground over here. And then that little clip that I said earlier is what you need. That needs to get pushed in, and then that helps you get rid of the board from down there. And I think that gets you all these. Nope, nope, we got more grounds. There's more grounds, people. Yes, as Jack68K says, I hate CRTs. I really hate working on CRTs too. I'm not like our friend Tech Knight, who is a CRT master. Okay. So then this comes off with 4 screws. Sometimes this thing falls off when you unscrew screws, depending on your CRT. I think like the M1212 monitor, it all comes off, and then you got to figure out how to put it back together. This one stays on, which is very nice. So when you take this out to clean this all up, it all stays on the CRT, which makes it nice and easy to keep track of. Okay, I'm gonna go set this down somewhere. One moment, please. Ooh. Old man noises, old man noises. Okay, now let's take this board out. I think there's like 4 or 5 screws, so there's one here. Nice thing for this being like a cheap monitor, something they do that I kind of like is they got these like little washers around the screw. Let's zoom in a little bit. Got a big washer on that center one. So I need one of these for VCF East for my LC2 display. So I want to inspect them and make sure they'll be okay for at least a weekend. I don't really care about longer than that. Actually, I think the one I bring there, if anyone's interested in one of these, you can have it. I'll bring one, the one that I've restored, or at least retrobrighted. I'll bring that. I'm going to be bringing that to VCF East, and if someone really needs a CRT, just hit me up there. I'm happy to give away that monitor, because now I have 2, and I didn't ever really want 1, but Gumball made me take it. So isopropanol on the hot glue just makes it easy to take off. Take this off. Signal connector. This guy, power connector. This guy, I don't know what the heck that is. Some kind of additional bonus board. Wow, whatever it is. The resistors that are on there get hot. Look at the discoloration on that PCB. Yeah, so we're not going to do all these caps today. I'm going to try to look. We'll take a look underneath. Check out the one that the guy in the other video said was bad on his. Am I missing a screw? That's all free. Oh. There's screws holding in the flyback. That's interesting. It feels like there are. Huh, there's 4 screws in there. See that? Or 3. 3 screws in there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's kind of a neat feature because a lot of times the solder joints on the flybacks crack. Oh, my gut bomb agrees. To prevent cracking. Gutbomb's doing an LC2 video. Oh, speaking of which, Gutbomb released another video this week on an E-machines. Nope, that didn't release it. What is holding us on here? What? Oh, nope, there we go. Definitely check that video out, and if you want, go ahead and put the link in the chat, Gutbomb. As with all of his stuff, really quality content. Yeah, look at that little guy. Garth Beagle says, cracked solder joints were common in this model due to how the user hated it, so how much they'd shake the display in anger. Yep. Oh, okay, so you could, sorry, I didn't see that. There's a screw underneath that you could take that off instead of those 3 other ones. That would probably make it a little bit easier to get into. Overall, this side of it's nice and clean. Turn on our Moo gun. Let's look at what we got. So we got grossness. There's some grossness there. Wow, look at the it looks like those, what are they? They're capacitors. Looks like those 2 capacitors are wearing sweaters. But there's like no obvious signs of leakage. Everything looks to be in good shape. So I think that the caps were bad in the other guy's video were these 2. So we'll pop these off and check them out in my little capacitor tester jobby. Normally in situations like this, you want to look for places that might get a lot of heat. So obviously if they have heat sinks in locations, that's a good place to look, right? So I think this is probably the horizontal output transistor. There's no caps near that, so that's good. And obviously just looking at caps is not the best way to judge. But for our purposes, do we need a monitor to survive a weekend? That's what I care about right now. Oh yeah, well, we'll save this cap fuzz or CRT fuzz, and Gutbaum's wife can knit something out, spin it into a wool. Oh shit, that's the reason that you don't want to, if you're inspecting for cap juice, you don't want to wash it in advance. That was kind of dumb. But, so normally if there's significant leakage, you're gonna see corrosion. And I see nothing. Sam Hua. Yeah, it's an 85-degree cap. We'd like to see higher temperature ratings inside of a CRT, but you know, this was a low-cost model. So let's plug that in there and there. $2209 microfarad. This is a 2200 microfarad. ESR is 0.04 ohms. That's pretty good. I'd say that guy's still good. We're gonna put you right back on in there, you little guy. Again, there are better testers and stuff like that, but for our purposes, quick and dirty analysis, I think this is probably fine. Oh, if Jack 68K has this tester, then that's telling me that I'm using the good stuff. Okay, I think that's all we're gonna need for the Moo gun. Let's check this guy. So this one is a 470 ohm. Its reading is 500, 498. The ESR is higher, loss is higher. Let's see what we have. Do we have any guys that are better than that? Again, I don't see corrosion. The moisture that's there is due to the isopropanol. Right, there's no residual gunk. But what do my 470 microfarad 16 volt caps look like? Yeah. The capacitance on mine is also higher, but my ESR is way lower. Let's throw one of my good newer ones on there. Just in that spot. We'll do a little inspection on the board just to see what things look like. And if the person that did that video about this, I'll put a link to your video in the video description. I apologize for looking at that before. Okay. Or for not looking at that before and properly citing you. Who else had new videos this week? It felt like there's a ton of new videos out this week that I still have a lot that I haven't even had a chance to look at this week. Oh yeah, One Bit Fever Dream streamed last night. I didn't get a chance to watch that because I was asleep. Sorry, bud. So right now I'm just looking for cracked solder joints. I don't see anything. This looks pretty pristine as far as CRT PCBs go. Not that I'm an expert, but like normally you see a lot of heat spots. Yes, Macintosh has helped us make a lot of videos. It inspires a lot of people. You can see here there's a little bit of dark spot from there's a diode in there and the bridge rectifier is there. But overall, I don't see anything real bad. It's dirty. Oh, we should look at my other one. So this is the one I'm probably going to use. Again, mine, I don't see much either. So you can see a little bit of heat distortion here, or heat coloration. Not bad. There is something gross that got leaked into this monitor. It was all over the front. It's all been cleaned up. Oh yeah, Ian Scott said there's a new Macintosh librarian video this week. Yeah, that was a good video. I'm thinking of Steve. What did Steve do? Steve had a stream this week. All right, let's take this one out apart the right way. Take out this bottom screw. Oh, I should probably keep note. One of them is Hold, please. Testing. There we go. Sorry about that. Sorry. We're back. It wouldn't be me without some sort of technical difficulty. At least we didn't lose electricity. I think we're done with that for the season. Maybe once it gets time to be AC weather. Don't tempt Murphy like that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Feet. Clippy. Huh. Feels like that is still being held on somehow. Let's grab that other one. Is there a clip in addition to the screw? Nope. This thing just comes right off. Ooh. We got anode caps. Ooh, that sucked onto the BigBadBench. Am I missing a screw? It really feels like those don't want to come off because of that. What's over there? What are you doing? Oh, one of them went into the chassis. Okay. Or it seemed to. Whatever, bro. Okay. Oh, let's turn the Moo gun back on. Oh, what's the weather supposed to be like next weekend, Steve? What kind of clothes do I need to bring? This one has a bunch of flux in that area that was discolored on the other one, but this one doesn't have any issues there. Looks like, I don't know if that's going to come across. It looks like that solder joint's a little cracky. We'll reflow that one. But otherwise, this thing looks really good. Oh yeah, there was, okay, so one of those three goes into the chassis. So you do need to take out at least two screws, one in the top and one in the bottom, to release that. Just checking around. Transformer, everything looks good there. yeah, it's a nice little guy to support the flyback. That is a cool, for this being a terrible monitor. I mean, looking at the image earlier, it was not great. But that's a pretty high-tech thing. Let's check that. And I did it without isopropanol this time, and I think I see a little bit of leakage on that guy. Let's check this one. That one, again, doesn't look leaky. Let's check our values. Trina, I'm gonna have a car full of electronics. I don't have room for many clothes. So this guy, let's see if we get in there. I don't know if you can see, look, there's some moisture on that. Right in that little groove. And I think I might see some in the, in the edge between the, heat shrink. So this one might have been on its way. We'll check its value. What's my cap tester called? I don't know. I bought this thing years ago. It's called a LCR meter, I think. You used to be able to find them on eBay for like $8. That's still reads pretty good. I think mine are probably not going to look that good. What do we got? 220 microfarad, 25 volts. Oh no, I broke a glove. Okay, so my ESR is lower. Guess we'll go with mine. And if we look at the board there, it's always hard to tell. I mean, you can see like residual flux all over the board. It does look like there's a little bit more concentrated there. So we'll clean that off. All right, where did you want me to look? Jack 68K says there's a few little caps in the corner of the metal shield around the flyback. Maybe check those. Okay, we can do that. What the heck? What else do we have to do today? Except for me, I got to get all my other computers ready for VCF East. I was originally, I was going to bring 3 computers, and III DIY was going to bring 2. I think now I'm going to bring 4. He's not going to be able to make it because the United States is currently a fascist country. And so I need to figure out all the ones I'm going to bring. So I'm thinking I might bring the Abomination and dangle a PowerMac 6200 board off the side of it. Our table is called Vintage Video Capture. And I have the original Macintosh video in setup for that. Hey, Francois Reval. Excuse me. Ian Scott still needs to finish writing his talk. That is the main reason to go to VCF East on Friday, is to go see Ian Scott's talk about the PicoGus, which is an epic piece of hardware. Sadly, I will not have a PicoGus going this year. My 486 system, I need a sound card that has multiple audio inputs, and that is one limitation that I ran into with the PicoGus. I was very sad when I realized that. I was going to have the PicoGus in my 486, but it's just going to have a regular old ESS audio drive. Okay, what were these other guys? 470, 16. 470, 16. Eric, that's harsh, bud. It is a really useful tool for that purpose, though. Aside from being an awesome Gravis ultrasound emulator, it lets you use USB stuff, like USB controllers or mice. That is not its primary purpose. It's just a very cool bonus feature. Oops, that should not have gone there. Oh well. All right, now we got to warm up the Moo gun again. Let's check these little guys. There's a couple over here. What are these guys? 50 volts. Oh, there's a 0.1 microfarad. 0.1 microfarad and a 100 volt 4.7 microfarad. So I don't have a 0.1 microfarad. It's 0.47 microfarad. That would probably be fine. Ooh, yeah. Ian Scott's gonna have more PicoGeese at VCF East. I know I will be picking up another one. hope I get to consignment before they all sell out. After people see his talk, there might be none to go around. Okay, so that very back one is 0.1 microfarad, 50 volts. .1 microfarad. It's not given an ESR, but sometimes with tiny ones like that. I think that one's probably fine. What do we got? Let's try mine. What do mine say? So this is 0.47 microfarad. Do I get an ESR and a loss? Yeah, 5.7. Loss is way lower. I don't know. I think I'm going to put the original back in there, since I don't have the specific value on that one. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think they're fine. I'm gonna straighten these legs out just to make it slightly easier on me to put back in. They're a little bit hard to do when they're wiggly like this. Okay, so this one was the front one. This one is the back one. Ooh, while I'm waiting for the soldering iron to heat back up, let me show you another cool giveaway item I'm gonna have at VCF East. So I bought a Sony Mavica, or Mavica, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Mavica. And the guy with it gave me a giant container of floppy disks and 2 other floppy disk boxes, and then a bag full of these little floppy holders. This side has a little floppy icon on it, and then the side, it just had a square, and it's a perfect size for my sticker. So I'll have some of these to give away at VCF East, so make sure to come by the vintage video capture table. I'm hoping to figure out a way to have the Mavica connected to one of the video inputs, so that we can sort of show off. Gupom, you can't go? I thought you were going. Offer void where prohibited. Yeah. Any relations between the US and Canada right now are currently prohibited. see, did I put those in the right way? Yeah, stripe. Let's do one side. Okay, so I think this is fine for this weekend. If someone decides they want it, I will make sure to say that only 2 of the caps have been replaced. But I think that'll get us through the weekend. That's kind of gross. Let's leave it in there. That's for the next guy to worry about, or gal, or any, whatever. Get in there. Wow, the PCB is very flexible. Boop. Okay. Oh man, there's so many grounds. I'm really not jazzed about getting this thing back together. You mean you're anticipating? You can't, you're shaking with excitement that this monitor is coming home with you. You don't have to take it, Steve. So, this one, look at all these wires. We got wires everywhere. That goes there. I have a whole box of things already for you, Steve. So you kind of have your own lists. I have some kind of Apple laser printer. I have some jazz discs that are probably all broken. I might even have a printer, a image writer if you want. Although I guess now that Ian's made the shoot, what's it called? I want to call it the squawker board. Image writers are cool again. Okay, that one probably goes there. What do you think? Yeah, there's something about these Harbor Freight gloves. These are larges, and my hands are normally happy with large gloves. These do not fit me right. Okay, so we got this screw that goes in the middle. Oh, things DG says. Image writers will be uncool again in 3 days. Okay, this one with a foot was back here. Are we even in frame? Someone needs to teach me how to do a YouTubes. Okay. This one. Then over here. This one was in the flyback. this one is over here. It has the weird toes. Go. Then this one goes up from the bottom. This is a guy like that. Okay, so now it's time to put the screen back into the front chassis. So let me go grab that. Lay this out. A nice retro-brighted front panel. Ooh. Old man noises. Oh, did I clean this? I hope I did. It looks like I did not clean it enough. Okay. Yeah, I definitely did not clean it enough. If I actually cleaned it at all. Look, we got residue on the corners. That's disgusting. Oh, sorry, I should have cleaned it before the stream. Oh, it's coming off pretty easily. Look at this, I'm cleaning with black gloves on. It's like III DIY is here with me. Oh yeah, III DIY had a new video last week. Maybe I'm thinking one of those. That was an awesome video. Wow. That's still coming off. No, I wound up buying my own gloves. I needed gloves for other purposes. So I went to Harbor Freight and got some gloves. I think I still have one of those floating around the bench somewhere. Okay, that's much better. We'll give it a final clean later. Okay, so I think the anode dealy goes up top. Is that a gouge on the top or gunk? At the very top, I think there's a little gouge. Okay, that plops in there. Unlike the compact Macs, this is pretty much in place. It's not gonna move a whole lot. Uh-oh, now I forget which screws go where. This one is for the base. There's a little thing there. That's for the base. Okay, so that's for the base. These guys are for the screen. Good news is that this plastic doesn't feel super brittle, like you know, the multiple scan 15. That one, you look at that monitor and it cracks. So I will not be bringing that monitor to East. That's why this is a nice little monitor to bring along. One, because it kind of highlights the mediocrity of the LC2 and video capture setup. But also, if something happens to it, I don't really care all that much. It is nice to have Apple monitors around, just because, you know, some computers are very picky about what they work with. Like the 2CI can be kind of picky. Even the LC and the LC2 sometimes get a little angry. All right, so that's there. This should be ready to go now. How does this work? Okay, so we got these little guys that go in these little grooves. That's gonna fall and crack the neck. And then that snaps in there and we're good to go. I'm gonna put this on here before we neck our CRT. Excuse me. And let's see. One of these goes here. One of these goes here. What else? We got some other things that should go places. So many things that need to go places. Put our anode on. Oh, you can't see because I'm zoomed in. Let's zoom out a little bit now that we're working with a bigger dealie. That's in there nice. Okay, now can we find every freaking connection that needs to be made here? We got this one. That one goes up here onto our neck board. I'm not bitter about this at all, if you're hearing that in my voice. Let's see, we got this guy. That should probably go up there. What do you think? We got two coming out the front. We got a spot in the back there for one. Let's put that there. We got another spot over here in our neck board. So let's put that there. Got another one. Where do you want to go? Oh, there's a little spot right there. That's where he's going to go. What else? That's plugged in. That's plugged in. Our yoke needs to get plugged in. That goes over here. Okay. All right, this is the point where we plug it in and it explodes because we forgot to connect one ground. I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I think I got them all. Am I missing anything? Hey, Asmodeus. 2-pole missing on... Oh, yeah, you're right. Where does that one go? Oh, you know what that is? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, no, it's the degaussing coil. Ah. Oh, jeez. And I felt like there was one grounding strap missing. Okay, we gotta just disconnect all that crap again. Oops. Ah, good catch. Bacchus, you are epic, man. You catch everything. Stream extended. Oh, this is annoying as crap. Oh, man. Bacchus catches everything that I screw up. You are the best, man. Okay. And since we're taking this off again, I think this time I'm gonna shoot just a... Oh, don't spill the deoxit. I'm gonna shoot just a little deoxit in these just for lubrication purposes, since it stresses me out. Okay. Have we disconnected everything? Oh, man. Oh, our anode is still connected. Come on, you jerk. Set you aside again. Sorry, board. We gotta take the monitor out. I like that. Bacchus gets his own theme music. Hey, Thomas Armstrong, how's it going? Okay. It is kind of funny that 3 years ago I would not have known what a degaussing coil was. So it means I learned something. Even if I screw up all the time, I learned something. I know y'all don't like looking at me like, man, this guy's an idiot. But I've learned something, I promise. Okay. You all get in there. That is 100% true. You need Bacchus on your streams if you're going to be working on CRTs or power supplies. Especially if it's the power supplies that are in like the 2CI, 2CX, Quadra 700. Okay, let's see if it goes together this time. Let's figure out what we missed this time. Neck board. Oh yeah, see the deoxit, if nothing else, it's a nice little lubricant for these kinds of things. I gotta find all our ground straps again. I noticed that there's one more now, wherever the heck that goes. Oh. Okay, so this guy we'll put here. No, keep your eyes peeled, Bacchus. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see, this one's shorter, so let's go down here. Okay. Get you up here. Let's put our yoke on. Let's do a little inspection on this side. It feels like everything's in place. Okay. This double ground goes to the neck board. Now caught on something. Okay. This goes there. This goes here. This guy can go through that there. And that. Do we have any more dongling grounds? I think we have them all. Cool beans. All right, let's see if this powers up. Oh, look, it's all dirty already. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I will note that these don't power up by themselves. Like if you just turn it on, it won't do anything until it gets a signal. Let's grab our LC2. Ooh, slidey. Okay. So the other thing is, like when I was working on the M1212, there's a decent Apple monitor, like technical service manual thingy. And I could not find the one for this monitor. And so one of the things you'll see in here are all these potentiometers. So all these here, some back there, there's some on the neck board. Most of the adjustments cannot be made externally. You need to change them internally, which is annoying as heck. But luckily, taking the cover off, as you saw earlier, is pretty easy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is power this on. Feels like it's in already. I have the electricity currently off going to it. Let's turn on our LC. 3, 2, 1. Getting nothing. Oh, there it goes. No explosions at least. Feels like the switch isn't working. Oh, I'm gonna have to take this stupid thing apart again. This monitor is trying to suck out my soul. Mediocre monitor. What the heck, bro? What the freaking heck? Now I'm being thwarted by a power switch. Okay, here we go again. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. As my thesis advisor used to say when talking about my research, if I don't laugh, then I'll cry. Yeah, it powered up if I hold in the switch. Let's discharge it just to be safe. We're disconnected. It shouldn't have really had a chance to charge up all that much. Okay. No pop. Sometimes when you hear that sound, it can also be the degaussing coil go. Let's see if I can take this apart without taking everything apart. I really don't want to disconnect all that junk again. Yeah, the switch is not switching. The switch is not switching. Okay. We're coming. We're taking everything apart again. Let's take this off, take this off. At this point, we can do like speed runs of disassembly. Yeah, I found a version of that service manual that's like 3 pages, unlike the other one that's super long. Careful with this, right? Because this wants to fall down and neck our CRT. So let's try to prevent that from happening. Little tabby majig. Okay. What's still connected? We got one more ground still connected. Yeah, Thomas, we might do that. This might just stay on. Gonna set this aside for a moment. Let's see. It should be doing like a clicky thing. It's not doing a clicky thing. Do I have any of these switches? One moment, please. There's a chance that I have these switches from another project. And of course, no. Close, but no cigar. Yeah, so we're just gonna solder that. It will be an always on. Oh, this thing is driving me nuts. Oh, I hate CRTs. I hate CRTs and power supplies. And what did we work on the last 2 weeks? CRTs and power supplies. Oh my gosh. I might be able to do it from the side. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can do this from the side. Do we have our multimeter here? Mr. Beat Mode. So over here, oh, it just clicked. Okay, it clicked. Nobody touch it. It looks like this is only a... No, it's a double pole. Yep, okay, they're both connected. Okay, it's connected. Nobody breathe on it. I know I'm gonna futz with it. I'm so gonna futz with it. I'm gonna futz with it, and then it's gonna stop working. We're just gonna fill up the whole switch with deoxit. That'll fix it, right? That's how this works. Oh yeah. It's so oozing out. Nope. What did I just say would happen? I tried to fix it and then it would stop switched on. There it goes. Okay, it's on now. I'm not going to touch it again during the stream. I might touch it again after the stream, because we got to get on with our lives. There's a new brewery open down the freaking street I got to get to. Okay, yeah, we are on priorities, people. All right. It's on. It's on. Between last week fighting, putting those power supplies together, this mess. Oh, let me put this screw back in before I... Steve wants me to fix it with a sledgehammer so that it doesn't wind up in his new shed. Okay. Hello, Tech Ambrosia. You didn't miss a whole heck of a lot. We've been putting this CRT together and taking it apart again. I don't know, how many times is this now? 40? Okay, let's put our neck board on before we break our neck. If you like watching me take apart and put together this freaking CRT 100 times, make sure to hit that like button. Who the heck couldn't like that? Okay, that one goes over there. This one goes over here. This one goes over here. This one goes down there. Ground over here. I think I'm gonna get delirious and start singing about CRTs. Let's have a CRT song. Oh, that broke. That was not attached well. This one goes to the neck board. I bet you I could put this together with my eyes closed at this point. This one goes down there. The Gaussian coil. cable manage channel. See, Steve would have a song ready to go. That's why he's the best at this, and I'm just, I don't know, I'm not even close. Sure, let's just put these together. Cable manage. Let's pretend like we're never going to take this apart again. What do you say? Do we have all of our ground? Oh, no, we don't have all of our ground straps. There was one. That's why you always got to double check. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's grab an LC2. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna scratch my LC2. Okay, remind me everyone to not touch the power switch again. Don't touch the power switch, John. Clean your tip, John. This is how to put together a Quadra 700 power supply, John. It's very slidey. What about it? Gotta get some electricity. Make sure my power switch is off. Okay, so this one is going to the monitor. This one's switchable, so we'll keep that there. Got electricity here. Go into our LC. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's turn on our computer. 3, 2, 1. Monitor's on. I see no electricity. Let's switch to III DIY cam. See if this thing actually turns on. Oh, we're gonna have to make a little adjustment here. Oh yeah. It's alive, sort of. Okay, that works. Hallelujah. Let's turn the lights off so that I shock myself and you'll be able to see more clearly. Oh man, that is not... Okay, so it gets reasonably bright. It is blurry AF. Okay, so I think one of these things in the back is a focus control. And that is not, see how nice the border is in focus here? See how blurry our thing is? Let's get some adjustment tools. One of these should be, yeah, right on the flyback there's a thing that says focus. Oh, look at that. That's nice now. Good job. It's certainly showing things. Oh, that's funny. I have some of these things. Let's see. We want to adjust our horizontal size. We may as well. Whoa. Something made a noise. That's not bad. Look at that. It's almost a monitor. Well, so if you're excited to see this monitor in person, make sure to go to VCF East next week. And you could potentially walk away with it. What else do we got? We got some sub brightness. We could probably futz with some settings and make this thing look brighter. It actually looks decently bright in person. The camera is not. Yeah, we could. Oh, yeah. Oof. That's full on brightness for both. Although, well, yeah, no, there's our contrast. We could probably, what's the other one there? Our screen drive. I think we could probably up our screen drive a little bit, but I think this is good for this monitor. Whew. Well, how about that stuff? Let's see, what did I miss here? I can see clearly now the magic smoke is gone. Of all the images I've seen, that's certainly one of them. That's so great. It's a monitor. Oh, geez. Let's see. Enjoy the monitor, Mac 84. Yeah. Hey, bud. Thanks for being my friend. Have a monitor. Oh, look, we gotta put the Apple logo on. It's missing the Apple logo. It looks kind of beige there. We gotta clean it a little bit. I'm gonna reach way around here. I did get a lot of soot on this from touching it, but it's a really nice color. It makes me actually want to go back and I don't think I retrobrighted this LC2 chassis. I think I got this one from Noel. He gave me one when I came by at one point, because I only had a what's the Performa 400. I had a Performa 400 chassis, not an LC2, and he gave me an LC2 chassis. Yeah, I took the Apple logo off before retrobrighting it like you do. Oh, look, there's our flying toasters. Look at how lovely they look here. There we go. Apple logo back on. Now Steve has no excuse not to take it. All right, well, thank you all for joining me on this ride, and for seeing just how mediocre the LC2 can capture video. If you want to see this mess in person, make sure to come to VCF East next week. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. It was a really nice day of streaming. We started with Eric this morning. We had Trina, me, and now Tech Ambrosia, I think, is planning on doing a gaming stream tonight. So you want to definitely check her out. And yeah, come and see me next week at VCF East, and I'll have fun little giveaways like this little guy if you want a floppy disk holder. Okay, yeah, looking forward to seeing you next week, Steve and Ian. All right, have a nice week, y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And as we say here at the Big Bad Bench, if you're a Trumper, go F yourself.